Hi, Dagbert from Dagbert Tackle World, here to talk about the Broadwater jumping pin area over the next weekend, or this weekend, which is the 19th and 20th of June 2021. What's happening? Okay, I can tell you what's happening. Lots of flatties, flat out everywhere. A lot of little ones, a few big ones, and this weekend we've got a run out tide in the morning, which is a good tide. Bottom of the tide sort of around about that 8, 9 o'clock, and then we've got the first to run in, which is a really good time to fish for flatties. I don't mind that sort of tide. I'd be fishing definitely around Tippler's Channel, down towards Jacob's Well, maybe Tiger Mullet Channel, up the back of Tiger Mullet Channel, Wally's Gutter, and maybe up towards sort of heading up past Slipping Sands towards Russell Island, in that sort of area. Okay, and I'd be doing a few things. I would definitely be casting, whilst the tide's still running down, I'd be definitely casting things like sort of vibes, like that type of thing there. Little fellows, like that sort of thing there. Little samakis. Prawns are really good. Cast your prawns up into your weed and then bring them back out. Just slow hopping them across the weed. And even down to the little things like the MMDs, like those little fellows there. Also very, very good, if you can see those. That type of thing is really good as well. And just light line, 6 to 10 pound braid, and just slow, bump, bump, just real little twitches. You don't need to go crazy with a big, heavy jig head at this time of year because the fish aren't very big. The average size is probably around about 35 to about 50 centimetres or 55, with the odd 60 or 70 centimetre one amongst them. Once the tide starts to run in a bit and gets up on top of the banks later in the day, I'd probably go trolling, something like that fellow there. These are my favourite flow shads, Japanese lure. I troll those in around about sort of 5 foot of water, and they smash up to metre flathead. Not that I've caught a metre flathead in the Broadwater my whole life. I think I caught about 98 point something, but not a metre, not yet. Yet is the word. So yeah, trolling's really good once the tide starts to go over those flats. Fishing in around about sort of a metre and a half of water. The other thing up jump in area at the moment is prawns. Are still catching prawns, I tell you now. They are, believe it or not. They're up the Logan a little bit, so just look for the boats up the Logan. You'll see them, and they are thick at times on the high and the low tides. A good mate of mine put me onto that. Glenn, thank you, buddy. Other than that, I would probably meander down towards the Broadwater and go and chase some squid. So the squid this weekend, you'll probably find it's going to be a very early morning squid session on the run out tide. The water'll still be fairly clear till around about probably 6:30, 7 o'clock, and then it'll start to get towards the bottom of the tide. It'll start to get a bit dirty. Although with all the westerly winds, it sort of filters the water and sieves all the crap out of it, and it's really nice. So hopefully you might be able to even get them on the low tide this weekend. Then the afternoon squid session on the high tide will be really good late afternoon. Squid jigs, they're all working really well. As I keep saying, use like a 2.5, something in that sort of size there. When you're casting, so you're casting always up into the current that's coming back towards you, and just hopping your lure back and letting it fall down. Make sure you drag your lure at least about 500 mil to a metre along the bottom before you do the next hitch up again, next twitch up, sorry. That seems to be when they jump on it, when it's doing nothing bar dragging along the bottom, which doesn't make sense, but that's how they're working. And at the same time, you got like a sleeper one out. It's a really good colour, this one actually. This is another Shimano one, but it's a little slimy. That one there last year smacked it, and this year we've only got it back in, but it's been really good. So that's a great colour. And that type of one, you'll notice it's a little bit bigger than the other fellow. Okay. And that one there, we're going to be putting that in the rod, casting out about 5 metres deep. If we're in about 4 metres of water, cast out about 5 metres when you're just drifting with the wind and whatever. And it'll sort of hang out on a bit of an angle, and it'll sort of be just off the bottom or just near the bottom, dragging along. And they'll just self-hook. Squid just jump on it. And the arrow squid are getting bigger and bigger, so they grow quite quick, as we all know. They grow like a centimetre a week, or whatever it might be. So the ones we were catching 3 or 4 weeks ago that were that big are now sort of that big. So they're getting bigger, okay? So plenty of squid around. Areas to fish, the whole western foreshore from Lotus Creek to Sovereign Island, all the way along. through the channel, in the deepest parts of the channel. Okay, just drift around, cast and work your lures, like I said. Definitely worth a shot. The other thing I'll be doing is fishing for flatties around Crab Island's been really good. The eastern side of Crad's been exceptionally good. Over along Curragee's been not too bad as well. Depends on that westerly. If the westerly's blowing a little bit hard, you may have to look at fishing more around the sort of west side of the Broadwater, because over against Curragee in that area might be a bit rough. But just see how you go and give it a shot. Yeah. So plenty of flathead, plenty of squid. There's a few whiting around as well still, and a few whiting starting to get up the river as well. So if you're going to go for whiting fish, definitely give it a go. On the beaches, as long as the swell's not too big, there's some really good gutters, like knife cut out gutters that come right in close to the into the sand, like right up into the beach, and then they just flow out, and it's a great opening, and you'll catch whiting, you'll catch dart, heaps of dart, and heaps of good brimmer at the moment, and the tail are really coming on the bite as well. So the guys down Burley Headsway, we can get spinning off the rocks down there, and tail budger as well off the rocks, and a few off the beach as well around Mermaid Beach, and it could definitely worth trying around probably Narrowneck or maybe Phillip Park at the opposite SeaWorld there. So give that a go. Yeah, that's what I'd probably recommend this weekend on the beach and on the fishing in the Broadwater and jumping pin area. Anyhow, good luck, and I'll catch you next week. Thank you, Bert, for Doug Tackle. Thank you, bye.